It's a little duck. Oh, did you miss me? Did you? Oh, hey kids. Today we're going to talk about faithfulness. Out of all my pets, Atari is the most faithful. Did you know that dogs are known to be the most loyal out of all the pets? Some people disagree and say that dogs only pretend to be loyal because we feed them, we give them water, we give them shelter. But as you could see when I came in the door, Atari was overjoyed to see me because we have a special bond together. They just live to be loved, and they especially love snuggles, and they love giving kisses. Ooh. Oh, his stinky breath. I was offended until I researched and I found that dog experts actually say that they connect music and howling as a form of bonding. It's actually a compliment when Atari sings along to my playing because it's a bonding behavior. This is a way for your dog to connect and communicate with their fellow family members. Next, we will learn about some of the most well-known dogs in history. There are many dogs that have gone down in history because of their loyalty to their owners. I have asked 3 of my cousins to each give an example of a dog that has been known for its loyalty. And we're going to start with my favorite cousin, Lincoln.
Hello. I'm going to be telling you a story about a dog named Bobby, who got lost on his family vacation. Bobby was a collie, and this story happened in 1926. While on vacation, they stopped at a gas station. Some other dogs chased poor Bobby away. They stayed there for weeks, searching for poor Bobby. Finally, they gave up looking for him and drove the 2,500 miles back home. They never thought they'd see poor Bobby again. Boo-hoo! Would you believe it? 6 months later, Bobby found his way back home. Even to this day, the people still have a parade every year in memory of Bobby.
Thank you, Lincoln, for sharing with us the story of Bobby.
You're welcome! Yeah!
Now I'm going to introduce my second cousin, Max.
Hi!
And he's going to tell us the story about a dog named Hachiko.
I'm going to be telling you about a famous dog named Hachiko. Once there was a dog named Hachiko, and every day he walked to the train station with his owner. Every time his owner went to work, but one day he didn't come back. His owner passed away at work and never came home. Hachiko went to the train station for 9 years waiting for his owner to come home. After 9 years, 9 months, and 15 days, Hachiko died. There's a statue of Hachiko close to the owner's grave. Also stuffed Hachiko's body and put him in a museum.
Thank you, Max, for sharing with us a truly inspiring, heartbreaking story of another faithful dog. Last of all, my cousin Finley is going to share a story of a famous sled dog named Balto.
Once there was a little town in Alaska called Nome. It was always cold and snowy there. You couldn't travel by car or bus. The only way to get around was by dog sled. One day, 2 kids got a very bad sickness, and there was no medication for them in the town. They called the doctor, but he needed a medicine from a really far away town. So they had a town meeting. They thought they should have a whole bunch of different dog sled teams from a whole bunch of different cabins all the way to the town and back. When they were on their way back, the dogs got stuck in neck-deep snow. When they finally got out, they found an icy river. They couldn't cross it, so they went around it. They kept traveling, and then they saw a cabin. The owner couldn't wait to warm his hands by the fire, but then he saw the lights weren't on. So they kept traveling without taking any breaks until they got to Nome. When they arrived, everybody was sleeping, and Balto was so tired that he couldn't bark to wake everybody up. Because of Balto, everyone got the medicine they needed. In remembrance of Balto, there's a statue of him in New York City in Central Park.
Thank you, Finley, for sharing with us that amazing and heroic story of Balto. Faithfulness. What does that mean? Faithfulness means doing what we'll say that we're going to do. It's being true to your word or promise. It means putting others first and staying loyal to family and friends. When we are faithful, our faithful God will take care of all our needs. An example of a person who is faithful in the Bible is a woman named Ruth. After her husband died, Ruth could have chosen to leave and make a new life for herself. But instead, she followed her mother-in-law, Naomi, back to her home country. She didn't know how things were going to turn out, but she did know she had to be faithful to the family God gave her. Because of her faithfulness, God took care of her. I want to encourage you guys to read the book of Ruth with your family.